My mid to late round guy is Ricky Pearsall. That's from Don on a Truck. He's getting some second round love. I don't know if he qualifies, but whatever. Philip at work says Marshawn Nealon, edge rusher out of Michigan, out of Western Michigan. Sorry, I've screwed that up twice now. He is a beast with a high motor, perfect for pairing with Hutch. Love the mock draft talk. Thank you, Philip.
He's not getting a whole lot of. I wouldn't look at him as a sleeper. This is another guy who's thought of as being like a second day guy. Nealon. I see a lot of second, third round mocks with him.
Yeah, I mean he's not as household of a name, but. And the last one here, Mark from Kigo says wide receiver Jalen Coker from Holy Cross. He's a big kid, if I recall correctly.
I believe he. One of the guys that took. No, it's not. I looked him up, but
6'3". So big-ish wide receiver. All right, so we each have our guy. I have one, but one that everybody's heard of because he's doing a pre-draft visit to Detroit. Sione Vaikai, the safety from Utah. He strikes me as a Lions target because of his versatility, his ability to play basically in the secondary linebacker. He was a running back. He set a record for rushing by a defensive back, which is hilarious. And he also took snaps in quarterback. He's a poor man's Taysom Hill, Gator.
Wow, just rubbing it into Gator.
Ooh. Come on, man.
But the guy that I like, based on his college day, that was always around the football, is safety Bo Braid from Maryland. I haven't seen if he's even projected to get drafted, but he's got his last 2 years at Maryland. He picked off 3 passes. He had 11 PBUs. He forced 3 fumbles. In his career at Maryland, he had 177 tackles. Now, it's typically not great for your safety to be your leading tackler, but Bo Braid often was for Maryland. But he was a sure tackler. So Bo Braid from Maryland is my mid to late round sleeper. And I need to see if he went in this CBS Sports mock draft at all. 7-rounder. 7-rounder. Gator,
That's a big one.
Gator, who would be your sleeper?
For me, it is a corner, and it's a Decameron Richardson from Mississippi State.
Okay.
Good size at 6'2", 188, and ran a 4.34 40. He's got the speed. The knock on him is that he's doesn't have the mechanics that are great to be this corner, but you're talking about a late round guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at developing a guy who's got good size and got good speed, and maybe he can, be lined up on the outside and prevent the deep pass from happening. But you don't find that many corners that big at 6'2". So when you see them and they're available and you can go ahead and try to develop them, why not?
It was a dude from UTSA last year, went to Seattle. Wooten?
Reek Woolton?
Yes.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
He had that size. Kang, you got a mid to late round guy?
Tyreek Woolen.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually someone texted in. It's defensive end from Michigan, Braden McGregor. Now, I fully admit this, okay? Obviously, he's a local guy that I saw play, so I feel more comfortable picking someone like, that I've seen play a few times. He ended the year pretty well. I think he had like 3.5 sacks last 5 games or so. And like I said, I'm going to fully admit, he looks a lot like Max Crosby, the white dude with a lot of tattoos, okay? He fits the part as far as this. He's 6'5". Yeah, exactly. He looks like he's got, like he's a guy you're going to need to work on, of course. I mean, he's probably going to be maybe a 6th-round pick, but if he's got the mentality, the motor, I could see Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes getting into him and making him that try-hard, be a rotation guy, an edge guy. So that's my sleeper. I hope they take a real strong look at McGregor. I think he could possibly be something in this league.
I'll give you one more, and it's a position that the Lions took in this mock draft. I love Audric Estime, the running back from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He seems to me like he would be a great third back. So I'm watching a lot of Estime. Now, with the right pick, right? I don't want to draft him very high.
It's a running back, so it's not necessarily a position of need, but I understand.
Yep.
Another guy I had was safety Malik Mustafa, plays at Wake Forest. A little undersized at 5'10", but strong at 209 pounds. And this is a guy who put on 25 pounds of muscle over his time while at school. He's great against the run. Say he swoops downhill and run support with good balance and tackle-ready posture. But as a cover guy, may not be all that great. But I'm not looking for my safety to necessarily be a cover guy. This is a late-round pick, somebody that you want to come in, maybe a special teams guy, just seek and destroy type player, and that would be somebody that fits that bill.
All right, so there it is, some of our mid to late rounds picks. Thanks for all of your entries here.